Well, hey guys, welcome back to Worship at Home. This is week 57, and we are here in mostly sunny Arizona, visiting family. This week we got a good video that we're sharing from the Skit Guys on reminding us that we are all wonderfully made in God's image, how He wants us to be. And we've shared a couple more videos from our worship program we did a couple weeks ago. So hope you enjoy. God bless.
Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry when I've just gone through the motions. I'm sorry when I just sang another song. Take me back to where we started. I open up my heart to you. I'm sorry when I come with my agenda. I'm sorry when I forgot that you're enough. Take me back to where we started. I open up my heart to you. I'm caught up in your presence. I just wanna sit here at your feet. I'm caught up in this holy moment. I never wanna leave. I'm not here for blessings. Jesus, you don't owe me anything more than anything that you can do. I just want you, nothing else, nothing else. Nothing else will do. I just want you. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else will do. I just want you. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else will do.
What's your Bible verse?
Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world.
In my last year of high school, I met this girl, and her name was Stacy. Stacy was a believer. She realized that, we love God and we love others. And that was her mission. That's what she did. She loved God and she loved others. Where I would be afraid and I would look at how she would intermingle with everybody and share Jesus with people, I just thought that was like, God, I don't get that. How can she just go out there and do that? But she would do that. So I want to tell you a story about Stacy and a guy in our class, in our school, named Dennis.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and it's okay if you laugh, I'm used to it. I'm supposed to tell you my story, so it goes something like this. I was at school, one day, and at my locker, and I dropped my books, right? And that's probably not a big deal to you, but to me it's a whole production to try and pick them back up, So I'm standing there in the hallway trying to use the force, And the force was not with me, And all of a sudden this pretty blonde-haired girl walks up and she says, "Hey, my name's Stacy, can I help you?" And I was like, "How about you do that?" Yeah. So Stacy picked up my books and she said, "Hey, how about I carry these to your class?" And I was like, who am I to keep a pretty girl from doing her good deed of the day, So she carried my books to class, and the whole time she just talk, And we got to my class and she set my books on my desk and she said, "Dennis, I'm so sorry. I didn't even let you get a word in edgewise." And I was like, "It is okay, And then she just kind of stopped and she looked at me and she said, "Hey," she said, "I got a great idea." She said, "Me and some of my friends are going roller skating tomorrow night. Why don't you join us?" And I was like, yeah, I don't do so well on wheels, I barely do okay on feet, And she said, "It's okay, I will help you." I said, "Okay," So that next day, Stacy came and picked me up and took me to the skating rink. I don't know who was more scared, me or the guy I handed my money to and said, "Size 9.5, please." Stacy helped me get my skates on, and for a while I just sat over to the side, but it felt so good just to be included, And then Stacy skated over and she said, "Hey, Dennis, come on out and skate." And I was like, No, I'm good. And she said, "No, come on." I was like, "No, it's cool." She said, "Come on, I will help you." I said, "Okay." And so Stacy helped me out to the skating rink. You should have seen everybody's eyes. They were like, "What?" I just looked at them and I was like, "It's cool, I'm a professional skater, We got out on the skating rink and this leg went that way and this leg went that way. But with Stacy's help, I made it around the skating rink twice. It was fantastic, After we'd finished skating, Stacy was dropping me off at my house, and she said, "Hey, Dennis, I've got another great idea." She said, "Tomorrow night, my family is having a cookout and going swimming. Why don't you join us?" And I was like, "You see this body? It don't float, And she just smiled and she said, "It's okay, I will help you." I said, "Okay, So that next day, my mom took me to the store and bought me a swimsuit and dropped me off at Stacy's house. It was so great just to feel the sun on my body, And Stacy was in the pool. I was sitting on the edge, and she said, "Dennis, why don't you hop in the water?" And I was like, No, I'm good." She said, "No, come on." I was like, "No, it's okay." She said, "It's okay, I will help you." I said, "Okay." So Stacy helped me down into the shallow end of the pool, and I was like, wee. She said, no, come in the deep end. And I was like, no, I'm good, you know. She said, no, come on. I was like, no. She said, come on, I will. And I stopped her and I went, I know, you will help me, you know. And she just smiled, you know, and she said, I will if you'll let me, you know. I said, okay. And so Stacy held out her arms and helped me float in the deep end. It was fantastic, you know. After we'd finished swimming, we were eating hamburgers, and Stacy was telling me about all of her dreams and plans, and I'll tell you right now, that girl could change the world, you know. And then she stopped and she just looked at me and she said, hey, Dennis, she said, tell me about your dreams. And I said, I don't really have any. She said, come on, everybody has dreams. I was like, nope, not me. And she kept persisting, and finally I just got frustrated with her. So I looked at her and I said, okay, Stacy. She said, you want to know my dreams? I'll tell you my dreams. I said, in my dreams, this old leg is straight, just like everybody else's. And I said, in my dream, this old hip is right in place, just like everybody else's. And I can run and jump, no problem. And I said, in my dreams, these old crippled hands are no longer crippled. And if I drop my books, I just bend down and pick up my books, no problem. And I said, in my dreams, I don't need these old glasses to see anymore. I said, in my dreams, my mouth is normal, just like everybody else's. And in my dreams, I don't look different than anyone else. And in my dreams, nobody talks about me behind my back or makes fun of me. In my dreams, I'm normal. In my dreams, I don't hate what I see in the mirror. But then, I always realize it's just a dream. We sat there in silence, much like this, for what seemed like an eternity. And then I'll never forget what Stacy said that day. She looked me square in the eye. She said, Dennis, that's the dumbest dream I've ever heard. I was like, well, you sure know how to make a crippled guy feel good. She shook her head and she looked at me and she said, no, Dennis. She said, look, God does not look on the outward appearance, right? She looked at me and she said, Dennis, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. I looked at her and I said, no, Stacy, I'm a joke. And she just shook her head at me. She said, oh, Dennis. She said, you are so busy looking on the outside. She said, God doesn't look on the outside, he looks at the heart. And she said, you've got a great heart, Dennis. And she was right. I guess it was probably like 2 or 3 weeks later, Stacy came by my locker. She said, hey, Dennis, I got another great idea. I was like, oh boy. She said, why don't you join me at my church tonight? And I was like, surprise. But I went to Stacy's church. And Stacy's God, who looks at the heart, became my God, who looks at the heart. I know the truth. I know some of you, just like I used to, you hate what you see in the mirror. My failings are obvious. Some of you, yours are hidden. But you know what? There is a God who looks at the heart. And I said, Stacy, how can he just look at my heart and not see all my failings? And she said, it's called grace. And I remember they sang this song that night. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Thank you.
Hey, how y'all doing? Well, for those that don't know me, I'm Regina's brother, and she asked me to come sing for y'all tonight, and it's a pleasure to be with y'all. Why me, Lord? What have I ever done to deserve even one of the pleasures I've known? Tell me, Lord, what did I ever do that was worth loving you for the kindness you showed? Lord, help me, Jesus, I'm wasted it, so help me, Jesus, I know what I am. Now that I know that I needed you, so help me, Jesus, my soul's in your hands. Try me, Lord, if you think there's a way I can try to repay all I've taken from you. Maybe, Lord, I can show someone